Hey everybody, we have a really cool Sanyo to look at today. This was actually one of the subscribers helped me buy this so that we can do a video series on repairing one of these. It's a Sanyo PGD-DHT100L. Very similar to Christie and a few others. Christie's based off of this chassis. This is the lens off of my other one, but I do have another lens. I gave it a once over. When I first fired it up, we had lamp replace warnings. So I pulled the lamps out. These are POA LMP 130s, I believe. 145, forget. One of the two. But the timer module is expired. Maybe someday I'll go over the secret for resetting these, but right now I can't do that yet. But these can be reset. See, that's the lamp meter. This stores the hours on here, and these are resettable, believe it or not. It took me a little while to figure it out and to come up with a proper process, but it is doable. Because these were way up there in hours. So I put in another set of lamps that I had actually out of my other one that works. And still getting a problem. I'll show you. The problem I expected to find was in the main power supply, bad solder and some heat, but getting all the proper voltages. We get our standby light. However, what I am expecting to see, make sure that stays in frame. So right here, this is supposed to give us a light so that you can see the connectors. If I hit the light button, like we get those two, but we don't get anything in here, and we're supposed to. So when I hit power, it tries. And then I hear the ballast like try to fire, and then it shuts down, but we're still not getting anything here. So let me just unplug this. This is going to my test box. Let me get the other one. We'll plug that in and you can see what I mean. So here's the working one right here. And hopefully you guys can see. No, you can't. You can see they're identical. They're both PGD-DHT100Ls. I figured since I have a working one, it's a good way to compare it against the not working one. There's no lamps in this one, though. I just remembered that. It shouldn't matter, though, at least for what I want to show you. Let's get our power, put it in a standby. And I remember these coming on when I hit the light button. So there we go, it's in standby. Yeah, see? So I hit light, and that one is on, I think. No, it's not. But you can see these. Oh, actually it is on. It's just really dim. See how they lit up? So something's weird there, but that's okay. What I will do now, let's get this one out of the way. I'll show you the power supply. This is where the power supply and power for the ballast are generated. This is our mains fuse. So if you ever have one of these with no power, pull that board off, or that cover off, and check that. Then we have our main power supply. AC comes in here. Low voltage comes out here. AC is jumped over to this board. And then we have power factor correction, and then we have 400-ish volts out on those two sets of pins. And this all seems to be working. It's measuring right. although obviously it doesn't come on long enough for me to make sure that power to the ballast is okay, but it seems like it. I even, just to save us some time, I pulled the good boards out of that other projector and popped them in here, and same thing, no difference. So that tells me that the problem is not in there, that it's likely something above it. I'm leaning towards a ballast problem, maybe. I mean, I'm just, I'm speculating. I don't really know yet. But after seeing everything good in here and the noise that it's making, it makes me think that maybe there's a shorted ballast, or a ballast that's making the power shut down. Because the error, if you were to look up those blinky lights, the error is a lamp error. Lamp not firing error. Just because a lamp's not firing doesn't necessarily mean a lamp is bad. It just means it's literally not firing. So now, okay, so let's get the top off. Take this screw out of the back. That door flips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then and now here we are. And here's, oh, so somebody else was in here. Very curious. Wonder if one of those fans isn't spinning up, maybe. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys, here, let me zoom you in. I think I may have found the problem. Alright, you see that fan? It looked kind of funky. And if I go to, it kind of doesn't really spin, and it's moving up and down. That's not normal. Where does that go? Unplug, that goes underneath. Alright, well, let's see if we can do something with it without taking that board out, because if that fan's not spinning up, that'll totally shut this thing down. I'm just surprised we didn't get a fan error. Yeah, see, that one's fine. Let's pop that screw out, or set of screws out. You can see it's not very nice looking. And it definitely is clogged. Yeah, see, that doesn't want to spin very well. Let's see if I can get these little tabs up. I don't want to break them because I want to put this back together. I don't want to replace this fan. I don't have to, because that, I don't want to make more e-waste. Now, if the fan's bad, it's bad. Let's get that cover off. Now this should, yep, just pulls right up. How dirty that is. Alright, I'm going to go clean this out with some air. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's way better. I also put a little bit of contact cleaner down to kind of help lubricate all that. or not contact cleaner, a little bit of lubricant. Kind of lubricate the shaft after I cleaned it. Better, but not great. Yeah, still got crud in there. I think I need to clean that out. See? Feels like there's actually a bearing in there. Let's see. That's better. Better, not great, but better. Still got crap on there, a little bit. Let's see if I can get this in there. There we are. I shouldn't say there we are, but maybe there we are. Oh yeah, that's way better. Now it's quiet. Okay, so I put a little dribble of lubricant down in there just to get it into the bearings, and I wiped out that fan. Yeah, that feels so much better. And I will see about getting a new fan, just in case this thing makes noise. I'm a little concerned and expecting it to make a grumbling noise. Those bearings might be shot, but we'll see. We'll see. You never know. Might be fine. Because right now with the pandemic, parts are weird. I don't want to say hard to get, because they're not necessarily hard. They're just difficult to get in a timely manner. So let's see, it's an SF51BH12. Yeah, that should be available. That goes there. Oops, it goes there. There we go. One. And two. I guess that's just for keeping all this cool. I don't know. I'm gonna have to hold that down. I have a. Let me see if I have a clip big enough to hold that down. Okay, so I need to get a good picture, but I need to hold this down. That's what tells it that the door is on. Oh, let me check this fan while I'm here. Yep, that's fans. We're gonna have to clean all these. I see a lot of dust, but I'm hoping get that under. Yeah, all right, good. So that's holding that down. Fan is not jammed. All looks good. Let's plug the lights back in. All right, power. Damn it. Come on. All right, so that ended up being way more hassle than I expected it to be, but this switch has to be held in, and I could hook the wires together, but let's just push it together, hang it off the side, turn the power on. Pardon me. Let's see, do we get standby? We have standby. Green light over there. Ah, and we have lights. Also good. Let's see what happens. That fan spun up. Lamps just ignited. Shutters just opened. Man, look at that. I got a light on my hand. You guys can't see it, but it says Sanyo and it's counting down right now. Okay, so now it's pointed at the screen so we can actually see it. I'll plug in my Raspberry Pi. And I think it'll find it. If not, we'll just switch inputs. Let's see. Huh. Not seeing. I must be blanked out, maybe. Let's see. Input Y RGB. Yeah. Let's go into the menu. Yeah, they probably have the. Probably have that blocked out. Let's do a. Do a reset. Lamp mode, lamp control, lamp interval, picture in picture. Factory default. Factory default. Yes. Okay. Yes. Because we should actually have a picture on HDMI right now, and I don't. Hey, there we are. It flipped over. Oh, the whole keypad's lit up now. Huh. Where is it? Let's try input 1 and see if we can make that work. They're saying input 1. Nope. Menu. Oops. We have to assign it. So input 1 is going to be HDMI. And now, there we are. There's the desktop. Look at that. There we are. We have the mouse moving. Let's see. Wi-Fi. Yes, Wi-Fi is connected. Let's open up a browser. And I'm going to run this. The fan's running fine. It's not making any noise. I'm not worried about it. It's going to need a cleaning. We're going to have to clean this projector. And I figure we should look at this while I am talking instead of staring at the screen. But that fan's running okay. Both the color wheels are happy. Lamps are happy. Well, we're going to do new lamps anyway, but those lamps are good. That fan's good right there. That fan's running. That fan's running. They do need a cleaning. That one's clean and running fine, as you can see, which is nice. And main board's running okay. We have all the lights on the control panel. We can turn them off so it's not obnoxious. Or turn them on if you want to see. have a network connection, serial interface of some sort, but we have more serial stuff up here. VGA, RGB-HV, S-video, wow. Remote control. We have an extra port here too if we wanted to do another expansion. So these are really great projectors. I would love to use this in my house, but it's just a little too big. But maybe if I find a shorter throw lens, the two lenses I have are pretty long. So something a little shorter and fatter maybe to get me a big picture from not too far away. You know, it's 6500 lumen, so that's pretty sweet. But what I want to do now is we're going to put a video through this. So let me get YouTube up. There we go. I got a video loading. So I am going to let this run for a bit. And as long as I get I don't know, an hour or two, I will shut it down. And then we'll move ahead with the cleaning. So while lo-fi hip-hop radio loads, I will vamp for a bit. There we go. That finally loaded. Let's go full screen. And there is sound, but there's no speaker on this thing, so we're not going to hear anything. And I'm not doing it for audio, obviously. We just need something that changes on the screen, and this will do that just fine. Sometimes I run the fireplace, other times just something like this. So I'm going to let this run for about an hour, and maybe two, I don't know. And then we'll go back, put the top on the projector, and give it a cleaning. And then after I give it a cleaning, I'm going to decide what happens to it after that. So stay tuned. The reassembly and cleaning will be a second video, because I want to get kind of detailed with it, so I don't want to you know, have it get lost in this video. So this video will consider troubleshooting and diagnostics and half of a repair, we could say. It's technically repaired, but it's not reassembled yet. But this video should be helpful for a lot of people. So if you have any questions at this point about your big Sanyo projector or any other projector, put it in the comments below. Stay tuned for part 2, and thank you for watching.